Asian pork loin. I bought this pork loin for $1.99 a pound, and it's a half pork loin, and it weighs 3 pounds, just a little over 3 pounds. And I'm going to put it on some tin foil. So what I have here is a cookie sheet and a piece of tin foil. The recipe for this Asian pork loin is below in the comments section. So first of all, what we want to do is take a bowl. I've got some Chinese 5-spice, some kosher salt, and some fresh cracked pepper. I'm just going to mix that up with my fingers, just like that. This is going to give a really good flavor to it. So we're going to do this process. I've preheated my grill to 475 degrees. You can do it in the oven if you like. And I've got heat on this side, and nothing in the center. And what we're going to do is put some really nice color into this, and then we're going to wrap it with some really good Asian flavors. And it's the best way to cook a very lean piece of meat like this. I use this method for my easy eye of round too. So I've got some extra virgin olive oil here and a basting brush. And I'm just going to hit this one side with the olive oil like that. I'm going to sprinkle some of this spice on this side, just like that, nice and even. I'm going to flip that over on the foil. Put some more olive oil on, and I'll put the rest of this spice on. It smells great. There we go. And it's just sitting on the foil like that on a tray. And I'm going to put it, I'm up to 475 degrees exactly. I'm going to put this on the upper rack here. Again, you can do it in the oven if you like. And I'm going to go for about 20-25 minutes. I want to get some color into it. That's the whole goal here. So I'll see you in 25 minutes. Okay, we're at the 20-minute mark, and it looks really good. My temperature's holding nice and strong at 475 degrees. I've got some nice color in there. So I'm into my last 5 minutes. So what we want to do now is make the sauce. So we're going to take a saucepan, and I've got a half cup of tamari, some rice wine vinegar. I've got some pure sesame oil, and pure sesame oil, don't go overboard with it. This is just calling for half a teaspoon, and more is not always better when it comes to pure sesame oil and smoke. You want to sneak up on it. When more is better, it comes to bacon and cheese. And I've got a 1-inch knob of ginger. We're just going to boil this. I'm not sauteing it. And 1 clove of garlic minced. I've got some brown Swerve sugar. If you haven't tried that, you should pick up a bag. It's a tablespoon. Some sesame seeds. And this is called chili crisp. Wow, I love this stuff. It's kind of like a deep fried garlic and onion. And it's kind of crispy, it's kind of spicy. Anyways, it looks like this, comes in a jar like that. It's very inexpensive. You can get that on Amazon or at your Asian store. So I'm just going to bring this up to a boil. There, I brought that up to a boil, and then I turned it down to a simmer, and I'm simmering for about 5 minutes. We're not really trying to thicken it up right now. We're just trying to meld the flavors a little bit and dissolve stuff. So let's bring this out. Oh yeah, that looks really good. And you can see the nice char on the fat there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this sauce. I'm going to create like a little bit of a boat. I've got a little hole in my foil. Hopefully it doesn't leak out. We don't want to lose any of this precious juice here. So I'm going to pour this on top. This is going to add so much flavor into this pork loin. And I'm going to fold this up. Now I've got a little bit of a hole on the end of the foil here, even though it's thick foil. So I'm just going to fold it. I'm just going to go like that. Now, I'm going to turn this down to 170 degrees. Same setup. I'm going to put this in on the top shelf again, and this will come down pretty fast actually. And I'm going to cook this for about an hour, hour and a half. I want to go till the internal temperature is, I like 130 degrees internal, up to 140, and then we let it sit. You can also make this the day before and then just warm it up and slice it. So I'll see you in an hour. Okay, my Asian pork loin smells really good. So it was close to an hour, and I had the internal temperature up to 140 degrees, and you can see a little bit of the sauce leaked out through the little hole that I had. As I'm going to reserve this sauce, and a lot of moisture came out of the pork loin, what I'm going to do is put it into a measuring cup, and then I'm going to reduce it on the stove. There, I got 1 cup of sauce. That'll reduce nicely. Okay, there's only one way to see what this is all about. I'm going to take this out, cut it right down the center. I'm going to slice this really thin. Oh, look at that. That is just so moist. Now, when I cut this, I'm going to cut it razor thin. I might even use a ham knife, or I might even put it on my meat slicer. Let's try this. That is just so perfectly cooked. You don't need to worry about cooking it into a really high temperature like 150, 160 degrees. The days of trichinosis in pork is gone in North America. Packed full of flavor. I'm going to wrap this up in foil again. I just wanted to show you what it was all about, but it still has to sit. So I'm going to put this back in, except for this piece. I'm going to wrap this up, let it sit for about 10-15 minutes. That's just enough time to reduce this sauce. I'm going to slice it really thin. I'm going to serve it with some Chinese type vegetables, low carb. I think we're doing a fuzzy squash tonight. I know, it's weird. And maybe a little bit of eggplant. That is so easy to cook. 475 degrees for 25 minutes, get some nice color into it, and then wrap it in some foil with this delicious sauce. This is my Asian pork loin. Thanks for watching.